Before I continue discussing the markets, please take this moment now with helping me and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click subscribe. Click this bell. Click all. This helps you receive a notification when I post my next videos. Next, click the thumbs up button every time you watch my videos. Okay, let's continue with the view of the markets. Hello, welcome to another video. It's 12:06 p.m. New York time. Go and discuss the stock market equity indexes this past week. We're looking first at the weekly charts. Start off with the cash index, Sierra Papa X-ray. That's the phonetic alphabet for the stock symbol. Sierra Papa X-ray, now in English. SPX, the cash index for the S&P 500. It trades 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. New York time. For the week, it closed red. It made a higher high, higher low. So the trend is still upwards, momentum's to the upside. But it closed red back inside the range of the prior week. Be concerned. The NASDAQ 100 closed red for the week. It also made a higher high and higher low and closed back inside the range of last week. Note, the NASDAQ 100 index is also inside the S&P 500 index. Do you see some similarities in the charts? Onward to the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the 30 biggest U.S. largest public traded companies. Red for the week, made a higher high, higher low, closed back inside the range last week. This index as well is part of the S&P 500 cash index. Do you see similarities? And for the year, all three made new highs for the year this week. And then they turned red. What kind of Christmas surprise is that? Russell 2000. It is not part of the Russell. Sorry, the Russell 2000 is not part of the S&P 500. It's its own index. It closed green for the week. You notice the difference? It closed green for the week. And then three other most important watched equity indexes all closed red. Also, this made a higher high, higher low. And it closed above the prior week. This trend is much more stronger to the upside, momentum to the upside, much more bullish. It's outperforming the big boys because the Russell 2000 is smaller companies. Trade idea. The Dow Transports closed red for the week, where it made a higher high, higher low, closed back inside the range of last week. The Dow Transports is also inside the S&P 500 index. And the Dow Utilities, closed green for the week, but made a lower low, lower high. And it closed back inside the range of the prior week. Small body. That could be considered a spinning bottom, dodgy. Some people see that as a potential reversal candle. Trade idea. Trade idea. If it breaks the high of this last week high, come Monday, Tuesday, anytime next week, maybe consider going long and taking a fast trade to the upside. A fast trade, not an investment. Target 25, 30, 40%. Or on the low side, target 10%. Again, you can trade the equity index or the strongest equity inside that index. Trade idea I just shared with you. Okay, what's the takeaway from here? Look at them. They're all hitting new highs for the year. But not the Dow Utilities, so it's the weaker of the indexes. Not to be taken on the long side for a short, long time range, fast trade. But be aware, which one closed green of the strongest indexes? The Russell 2000 again, Just means people are taking profits, or are they bearish? Be concerned. Just because it's just closed red, is that necessarily meaning the trend is going to go lower? Or is it profit taking? Yes, you need to look bigger picture and analyze inside the index what those stocks inside are doing before you just make a judgment call saying, hey, this is bearish, unload everything. Or maybe for a weak pullback, look to buy. Well, here in the NASDAQ 100, I have a range labeled where I'm considering as an entry. On the longer time frame, it pulls back. I have different ones for the faster time frames. And note, Dow Jones Industrial Average gapped up here and has not filled that gap yet. That's a potential target on the downside. Or if you want to wait till it pulls back there, potential maybe as a buy place. Let's go now to a faster time frame. The intraday for the past 5 trading days. Again, we look at the cash indexes, each on an hourly time frame. I'm not showing no extended hours here. These are just the regular trading hours. So the last hour on the S&P 500 made an inside candle, indecision. It's hollow. NASDAQ 100 inside candle, hollow. Dow Jones Industrial Average closed green. Russell 2000, the last candle, red. Dow Jones, the last candle, red. And the Dow Jones Style Utilities, last candle, green. Okay. Some trade ideas I shared. This is the past 5 trading days. Each hour, each candle is an hour. So to my Patreon members, the link's below if you want to join, I showed this as a trade idea back early in the week before the markets opened the next day. I said I was bullish. This was a bullish pin bar, and I drew that orange horizontal line. And I said, if we break above that during the next day, I'd consider going long. So the first hour, when it opened this day, it went lower. And then it reversed. Strong, big candle to the upside. That's strong. And that's considered right here. This is a three inside up candle. 3 candle play, where this candle closed inside this range, the red one, and the second one closed above that. That's a bullish trade signal, and it broke above that swing high. So I went long, took the trade to the upside, intraday, closed for profit. And maybe some of the Patreon members did as well too. Then the next day, the Patreon members that are connected with me on WhatsApp, during the morning, I told them I saw bearish. So I was looking to go short, showing weakness, not to buy. And then later in the day, when it did that breakout below on the faster time frame, I took the short, which was on the 15-minute time frame. Took the short and wrote it down and closed it. Yeah. So now, this big candle on the 1-hour chart, I labeled the midpoint, potential upside retesting as a trade short. Also, this is a supply zone I labeled here, this red horizontal line, and potential testing it this week might be another sell point to the short side. Similarity on this pattern to the NASDAQ 100, the Dow Jones, Dow Transports, and the Dow Utilities, where the Russell 2000, that big round number, rejection 1900 a few times, went in there, reverse. So again, these big round numbers have potential trade ideas. Let's go on to the next part. The matrix. On my 4-hour chart, each candle is 4 hours. I was plotting this over many days, and it was a wedge. I showed it to my Patreon members ahead, and I was saying we're going up on weakness, and we did. We went up on weakness, and we were hovering just below that trend line. And this wedge was building a coil. It was getting tighter and tighter. She's getting smaller and smaller. These lines are getting closer to each other, building more momentum, tightening the coil, and it reversed hard down, broke below it, and that was a trade idea to gone short. On the faster time frame, took that. I'll show that again on the hourly, how it played out. Went up, big, huge trading range on that candle. Faked out a lot of people in the morning. Second candle, broke below the first hour low and started a trend lower, lower, lower. And then again, I showed the trade idea during the daytime there and the faster time frame, which is the 15-minute, took a short there. So for next week, coming into the next week, I already have potential trade ideas set up. But let's just look here on the faster time, the higher time frame, the weekly. Again, the weekly closed red for the week and back inside the range of last week. That's bearish. But the trend may be still bullish to the upside. But again, this could be a reversal, and we'll see what happens during the week. So take it to the faster time frame, the daily. We're touching or fill this one gap here. And this is a pin bar here on the daily. Sure, it might go up. It might fill to roll over, go up and fill and go short. So see what happens. But this is a potential trigger or bounce just to go back up, retest on weakness, and then maybe I'll go short. Again, that's a trade idea. The 4 hour, yes, it's in a consolidation here. And the last 4 hour did close above the prior candle. This right here is a supply zone. I don't have a line there, but if you put a horizontal line above that, that is a supply zone. There were sellers here before. So again, the faster time frame, sure, it might go up, you might see it, but that's a potential area to go short or a target if you're on the long side. We've got a lot going on here in the days ahead because there's a lot of economic news coming out. So we'll see what happens. If you like this market information I've shared and want to learn more with greater detail, step-by-step training, I have a Patreon page. I share trade ideas for earning monthly income. Below in the description box, click Show More. Scroll down. This link here, click on it. Take you here to my Patreon page. Select the membership and join. Then you have access to unlock my posts.